Right then, so welcome to Interlagos and the F3, and my camera and me are out of sync. I am post-recording this because, yeah, the sound wasn't recording, but there is some interesting information that I did want to show you. So the Interlagos setup is the one I did this lap on, and that is the one the fixed series use. 80 degrees Fahrenheit, degrees being my head, and we've got track usage of 44%. So the lap I'm actually going to show you is all the way behind my head. So you can't actually see it until I get rid of my head. There we go. Lap 34, a 1:27.855. You see further up, my fastest lap was a 27.595, which, you know, is a little bit quicker, half a tenth, but I can't remember, it had an off track. So I definitely know that lap 34 didn't have an off track, so that's the one I'm showing you. Really awkward around here, had one or two spins, little bit awkward with the going into the brakes, but we'll get on to that. What I am going to show you is above the head, you should see two screens. One will be my Discord, where the OLAP, BLAP, telemetry, and replay file will be in there. Also, you can find a Google Docs that will have the track guide schedule, and I update it every single season. The other screen you'll see will be how I get into these sessions, so these are pre-recorded. So yeah, to get the settings as accurate as I can, I use the iRacing UI. Otherwise, done and dusted, I think. Let's go. Lagos, and it's quite a short run into turn one, but be careful in the braking zone because it is slightly downhill, really easy to lock front tire. 50-meter board, we are braking in a straight line, and be careful about locking up. It is very, very easy to do, particularly now when you start to introduce turning and you're also going downhill as well. Stay left as much as you can to really open up this right hander. Really does help your exit, because getting a good exit here will help lap time because you're full throttle for quite a way. Don't ride that curb too much, you will bottom out, and that goes for this exit curve as well. If you are going too wide, make sure you get off of it first and then back on. Don't ride down it because it isn't very good at all. We are hunting for the braking zone of this one now, and just at that white line there's a little kink. Just as you pass that kink, you want to start braking. Very easy to go wide here, very easy to get an off track because it is very annoying. So make sure you hit the apex, don't hit the curb too much, and don't run too far wide. Putting a tyre on there is absolutely fine. Putting a car and a half, you will get an off track, so bear that in mind. Coming uphill now to the double right hander. These are very fun in this car. So Marshall post on the left hand side, turn in, dab of brakes down into fourth gear. Don't worry about the first apex too much, but try and keep as tight as you can for this second one. You still go full throttle here, and I have to lift again because I don't want to push wide. I'm right on the curb. That's about as wide as you want to be. At this point, you need to start thinking about braking for the first hairpin. So brake and kind of aim your car into the hairpin, really slow it down. Cut the curb as much as you can. It is really easy to pop a wheel up in the air around here, so try and keep all four wheels on the ground. If you don't run this curb like this, then you will raise that inside left tyre. So it halves your grip basically because the tyre's in the air. But anyway, tree, brilliant braking marker, love it. Brake right up to the top of the track. It is easy to lock up in here. Be careful of dive bombs as well. A lot of people do fancy an overtake into here, and don't run wide. There's an off track right there on the left hand side, so bear that in mind. Penultimate corner now, this is absolutely flat out. You can take a bit of curb without too much trouble, but this point here, the first dirt patch, you want to get onto this bit of curb, but don't go too far. It is very, very bumpy, and I think it unsettles the car. Clip the apex through there as best you can and get on full throttle as early as you can, but do not run wide. After that curb, the grass verge down there really does drop away and really does ruin your lap, as you will see in the outtakes. Did it once or twice. But yeah, huge run down to the start finish line. You know, if you're in the right place at the last lap, you might get an overtake here, but bear in mind that with the slipstream. So that is us across the line in a 1:27.855. Fingers crossed. Should be a good week around here. I do like Interlagos. It is quite a good track. You can spin in a few places, so bear that in mind. And that turn 4 off track is absolutely horrendous. It's very easy to get. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Do that lovely YouTube stuff, like and subscribe, and I will catch you, weirdly, next season, because this is week 12. So week 13 next week, and then we start season 3 2022. Should be a good one. Catch you on the next one.